Panagdait sa Diyos sa tanan o sa tanang kabuhatan. So this afternoon, we are going to discuss about the next or the other form or the other branch of social science, namely political science. And I believe you already have a short background way back grade 11 from your subject, Philippine Politics and Governance. So political science comes from the two Greek word polis and scire in Latin and shire in English. So, polis refers to the city-state in ancient Greece, and the political activities within a polis are later termed as politicos, which is Latin. So, scire means to know. So, combining the two words, political science aims to know the activities within the state. Such activities include the following: human interactions, conflict, human, state relations, and power. And yes, political science is not more than studying the president and elections. It is a broader and complex field that examines how power is distributed, how government function, how individual and group interact within the political sphere. Think of it as a puzzle with many pieces, each representing a different aspect of political life. So according to the American Political Science Association as well, that they define this discipline as the study of government, public policies, and political processes, system, and political behavior 2013. Indeed, politics will always be part of our life because, as a responsible citizen, it is our duty to be aware and follow the laws and policies mandated by the government. And just like sociology, just like anthropology, this topic also have its sub-discipline, and I believe it has 6 areas, and these are the following sub-discipline. Major subdiscipline in political science: the political theory, comparative politics, international relations, political behavior, public administration, and public policy. So political science is like a big city with many different neighborhoods. So each specialization or each subdiscipline specialized in particular area. So let's explore some of this subdiscipline, and we'll be focusing today. So we have here the political theory. So political theory helps in analyzing the real world application of this concept. What concepts? Such as human rights, equality, peace, and justice, such as how the government create policies that promote human rights or international organization work toward global peace. As you all know that political theory is not just a theory, but it more like a foundation of political thought. Say, for example, thinker like Plato, Aristotle, and Locke, who grapple the question with what is justice, what is liberty, what is equality. So this is more like the application. So, say, for example, in terms of application of this concept, if we're to understand human right, what is human right? So, say, for example, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, or the UDHR, outlined the basic rights like freedom of speech, right to education, protection from torture, and etc. In terms of equality, so we have the gender equality. So this movement advocate for equal pay and opportunities for men and women. In terms of peace, we have or peace or the justice itself. So the justice is just like the Lego system. So Lego system in a way that it aims to protect the citizens' right while ensuring that those who violate the laws are held accountable. So, political theories also challenges us to think critically about current political structure and considers ways to create a more and just equitable society. In terms of comparative politics, so this examine and compare political system, institutions, processes across different countries. So you are to compare across different countries. So this it aims to understand how political structures, elections, political parties, and social movement function in diverse contexts. So for example, how do different political systems work operate? For example, if a certain country is democracy, how does it operate? If a certain country is authoritarian, how does it operate? So we are to understand in comparative politics by studying the by studying or examine how that's how that certain political system work in a certain country. So aside from the difference, we are to examine what are the similarities and differences between presidential and parliamentary system. So that is included in the comparative politics. Aside from that, comparative politics also uh, tend to ask how do political parties influence policy making and citizen participation. So, dili na to mahibal ana nganong sa isa ka country pag moingon og if we need to do this one, so they already follow this one. If dili pud nimo ni siya buhaton, it might be na pwede ka i-beheaded. So, pwede na to na siya kuan dito, pwede na to na siya masabtan. So, we're able to understand how is that certain or political system work in a certain country. Aside from that, we're able to understand how that certain political stability or instability in different countries. So, nganong isa ka country is na sila political instability. So, maybe it depends on the governance on how do they manage their country, or how do they manage their people, and how do they manage their uh, government. So, aside from comparative politics, you are to analyze the impact of political parties and policy outcome in, okay, muna siya mga examples. So, comparative politics as well, uh, we can gain insight na why certain political systems succeed or fail. Okay, anak ko, di ba? We are to examine and we are to examine and we are to what do you call this one? We are to examine and we are to compare political system. Nga ngano man siya ning succeed, ngano man siya na even though that they have this similar plan, even though they have similar political system, why does it fail? Why does it succeed? Nganong dili man pwede? But then again, since na dito na to mahibal-an nganong unsay mga loopholes nila, unsay mga shortcomings. Aside from that, how political institution evolve. Okay, so say for example here in the Philippines, from the Malolos Constitution, Biak na Bato, 1935, 1986, 1987, and from the current institution that we have, and what factors contribute to effective governance. So, yes, we cannot say that it is effective at long we cannot say that it is effective. But we can say that it is effective as long as that it can cater the needs of the people, the the state, and of course na kaya pa niyang i-sustain or kaya pa siyang makakuan sa tao. Comparative politics well help to predict the outcome of the political reforms in designing policies that are informed by the experience of other countries. So, diri sab nato mahibalaan that we can already nanatay mga foreshadowing that maybe this certain country will change their way on how to manage their political system. Maybe magkuan na ni sila from authoritarian, mag-democracy na ni sila, or maybe from fascism, mahimo na ni silang liberalism, and so on and so forth.